What happened to the kid who was labeled as the shooter? Owen Pierce was the kid nobody sat next to. His parents died in a car accident freshman year. His mom was sliced in half and his dad went through the windshield. He came back to school 2 weeks later and never spoke again. Just drifted through the hallways like a ghost. Head down, hoodie up, invisible. Naturally, people whispered about him, but there was one person who didn't whisper. Brett Holloway called Owen a school shooter to his face. Every single day. In the hallways, in the cafeteria, in front of teachers who looked the other way. Brett was varsity lacrosse. 4. 0 GPA. Untouchable. He could say whatever he wanted to, whoever he wanted, and nothing ever happened. So he made Owen his target. Shoulder checks between classes. Books knocked out of his hands. Watch out everyone, school shooter coming through. Then they both got cast in Romeo and Juliet. Owen as Romeo, Brett as Tybalt. If you don't know the play, Romeo kills Tybalt on stage with a sword. But there was something else. Brett's crush, Leah Porter, got cast as Juliet. She'd be holding hands and kissing Owen on stage. The rehearsals went on for 6 weeks. Every day Brett found a new way to make it worse. Week 1, he knocked Owen's script into a puddle. Week 2, he told everyone Owen probably killed his own parents for the insurance money. Week 3, he got most of the cast to stop acknowledging Owen existed. But there was one person who always talked to Owen. That girl was Leah Porter, the girl Brett had been chasing. It started small. She laughed at something Owen said during a scene. Then she sat next to him during break and told him his performance was actually really beautiful. I saw Owen smile for the first time since his parents died. I also saw Brett watching from across the room, jaw tight, fists clenched. The next day, he slammed Owen into a locker so hard his head bounced off the metal. During fight choreography, Brett accidentally hit Owen with the prop sword, hard, left a purple bruise across his ribs. The director told them to be more careful. That was it, no consequences. After rehearsal, Brett cornered Owen by the prop table. I was close enough to hear. He picked up the sword, turned it over in his hands. You know what would be funny? If someone switched this fake sword for a real one. He stepped closer to Owen. Would you even fight back? Or would you just stand there and take it like you always do? Owen didn't say anything, just looked at him. Brett laughed. That's what I thought. He tossed the sword on the table and walked away. Opening night, 10 minutes to curtain. Everyone was backstage, fixing costumes, running lines. Owen was in the corner, alone. He had a photo of his parents in his hand. He touched it before every rehearsal for luck. Brett walked over. I watched it happen. He grabbed the photo out of Owen's hands, looked at it, smiled. What's this? Mommy and Daddy? He tilted his head. They're not gonna see you tonight, Owen. They're dead. Remember? He ripped the photo in half. Dead people can't see anything anyway. Then dropped the pieces on the ground and walked away laughing. Owen stood frozen. Then I saw his face change. I'd never seen anyone look like that before. Owen, I need to get into costume. His voice was flat, dead. He walked away before I could say anything else. Something was wrong. I could feel it in my chest. But the stage manager was calling places. The curtain was rising. It was too late to stop anything. Act 3, Scene 1. The scene where Romeo, aka Owen, kills Tybalt, aka Brett. I was on stage. I played Benvolio, Romeo's cousin, the one who watches the fight happen and can't stop it. The scene started normal. Tybalt confronts Romeo. Words exchanged. Tension building. Brett and Owen circled each other. The same choreography we'd rehearsed 100 times. Every step, every swing, every block. I knew it by heart, but something was off. Owen was too calm. Just this terrible stillness. I looked at his face. Empty. Then I looked at his hands. At the sword. The prop sword had a red grip. Foam blade. Owen's sword had a black grip. My stomach dropped. That's not the prop. Brett lunged at Owen, just like rehearsal. The move we'd done 100 times, but this time Owen didn't follow the choreography. He sidestepped. Smooth. Perfect. Grabbed Brett's wrist with his free hand and drove the sword into his stomach. Brett gasped. For 1 second, nobody moved. The audience gasped. They thought it was acting. They thought the blood spreading across Brett's white shirt was a special effect. They thought the way his face twisted was good acting. Then Brett looked down at the sword in his gut and started gurgling. The whole auditorium erupted when they realized it was real. Parents jumping to their feet. Students running for the exits. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. Brett collapsed. Blood pooling under the stage lights. Owen just stood there, still holding the sword. Not running. Not panicking. Minutes later, we heard sirens in the distance. Someone screaming for a medic. Brett's parents pushing through the crowd. Owen didn't move. He just stood there holding the sword until the cops arrived. They walked him out in handcuffs. Brett survived. Barely. 3 surgeries. Permanent nerve damage. He'll never walk right again. Never play lacrosse again. Never be the golden boy again.